Joining me now is another special guest. I'm joined by one of the iconic figures of sport and women's sport in particular in this country, Sania Mirza, Grand Slam winner on multiple occasions, four-time Olympian, #1 in world doubles tennis. Appreciate your joining us, Sania. Like you, the women of cricket have become trendsetters. What does it feel like when you know that India is the world champion now in women's cricket? For you, as a sports person, as an Indian, what did that moment feel like?
No, I mean, first of all, congratulations to all of us and to our great country. But I think that what the women have done for us today just shows the kind of sacrifice and the commitment that's been going on for the last 25, 30 years. And I'm so glad to see that the recognition, the stands full. There was a question that was asked to Harmanpreet saying, oh, usually you guys don't have, in the press conference, usually you guys don't have so much of ticket issues, right? But I'm sure at this time, like the men cricketers usually do. And it's so good to hear that she also has those issues. And it's truly what an incredibly amazing moment for all of us. And honestly, as a female athlete coming from India, this does feel personal. And I know it's not personal, but it just does feel so personal.
Because you, as I said, also broke a glass ceiling in a way by competing and winning in Grand Slams. Is that part of the attraction, you think, of women's sport in India? Because what you do is you break prejudice and you break barriers. Is that how you also felt when you won? And do you think a similar feeling is what you felt yesterday watching the women win?
Honestly, that's not what you feel when you win. What you feel is proud. We, as female athletes, have been trying for many, many generations, I should say, to try to make a mark. There's always there's one that happens, and then we don't hear of incredible women athletes, maybe because of the kind of acknowledgement they receive is not as much as the others do. But this to happen the way it's happened at the world stage, World Cup happening in India, India winning. I mean, these are what great stories and dreams are made of. And you can see it on the faces of all these young girls. But I did see a video on social media, which was actually really heartening to see the cricketers, the women cricketers that had played. There was Mithali Raj, in that, and Anjum Chopra, and everybody was like almost saying thank you and holding up that trophy, and they were lifting it up like they had won it. That's how personal it feels for everyone. So you don't really feel, oh my God, we've broken a glass ceiling. What you do feel is extremely proud. You feel extremely honored to be in that position, and just it's a matter of great pride to be able to hold that trophy, be world champions, and yeah, I mean, the scenes and those pictures say it all.
Is it easier today, you think, than it was 20 years ago when you started off? Do you think because of aspirational levels, there's far more money in sport, even in women's sport? Do you think it becomes easier to fulfill your dreams today than it was 20, 25 years ago?
Yeah, I think so. I think that I don't know if it's easier in terms of effort. The effort is still the same, but it's definitely easier in terms of the belief. It's always hard to be the first to do things, and because there's no actually pathway to follow, and there's not really, you don't really. You make your own mistakes, you learn from your own mistakes, and then you succeed sometimes. But I feel that today there's when you say women's cricket, when you say a female athlete, when you say a world champion from India who's a female in any sport, I think people take it seriously. And when a young girl or a young kid tells their parent that I want to be Smriti Mandhana, I want to be Sania Mirza, I want to be PV Sindhu or Mary Kom, the parents don't say it's a ridiculous dream. I think today they say that yes, you can do it. So I do feel that mentality has kind of shifted, and that's why we will also see more young girls playing, more young girls becoming champions, and India on the world map.
You made an important point because your parents were hugely supportive through good times and bad. Do you believe that's the key? Many of these girls have come from small towns. Their parents have sacrificed a lot. That seems to be one of the big changes, that it is almost as if today, having a girl child who wants to play sport, the parents are playing an important role in encouraging them to play sport in comparison to 20, 25 years ago.
See, I think the thing is that that was always the case, but because of the lack of opportunity, lack of acknowledgement, lack of just the belief that the parents actually believe that, oh my God, my child can play cricket or play tennis or play whatever they want and be professional at it and actually earn a living from it or get recognition from it and play for the country for it. I don't think that belief existed before. And my parents, obviously, we're talking about over 30 years ago, where they believed that, and they were probably a minority at that point, to come out and say that no matter what, we don't care, we're playing for the love of it. And people at that point just actually played for the love of sport. The recognition and the TV and the money and everything else comes much, much, much later, if at all. But today things have changed. I mean, you see big hoardings, billboards, ads, you see a lot of female athletes on them from all different genres of sport. And I think that today parents believe that my child can become a professional athlete, and that can bring and it won't be a waste of time, and sport is not just for boys anymore.
One final word. What do you want to say to the team? Is there a special message that you have for Harmanpreet and the entire team?
Oh my gosh, I just want to say congratulations to all of them. I got to spend some time with a few of them on the team a couple of years ago, and it was so incredible to actually hear stories from them about where they've come from, how they started playing cricket. And I just want to say that you've made the entire nation proud, needless to say, but as a fellow female athlete, this feels personal, and thank you for doing this for us and for our country.
Sania Mirza, as I said, you've also been one of the trendsetters and path breakers. For you to join us on this very special day is also special. So thank you very much for your contribution, and of course to the incredible women cricketers who've scaled the pinnacle of their sport. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.